Alrighty, welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Hope you guys are doing well. It's October 4th, 2017. Okay, so let's get started here. Before I actually start, we are looking at the potential tropical storm or even hurricane that is out there right there in the Gulf. So we are watching that, and then we are watching also another formation coming off of the African coast and stuff like that. So we are watching it. Once if the one in the Gulf that does develop into a tropical storm, then we'll bring it forth, and a lot of you guys will know about it on the news and stuff like that, and you guys will be able to prepare Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, and Mexico and Texas would be and also I guess Bahamas and stuff like that would be in that region. So it does, all depends on where it would strike, right? So the panhandle of Florida and stuff like that. So it is what it is. Right now, it's nothing to worry about, and until it gets into that tropical storm level, and it will be Hurricane Nate, or if it does get a name, it will be Nate, and then it'll be Tropical Storm Nate, and then if it does get into a Cat 1, then it'll be Hurricane Nate. So I just wanted to keep you guys updated about that. Uh, and yeah, so nothing to worry about so far, and even if it did turn into a hurricane and came up, you guys will have plenty of time to evacuate and get out of there, or just pray against it and move it somewhere else. Okay, move it back into the sea. Okay, so let's get started here. Erdogan, Romani threatened to isolate Kherson region, putting but Putin, which is of course the president of Russia, right? He says he warns against cutting the Kherson oil supplies. Okay, so Putin is saving the Kurds here from the Iran and Turkey. Okay, so if there's one big dog that can save the Kherson region, it's Russia, right? So Russia's like, yo, don't cut supplies, don't do that, because guess what? They really didn't do nothing but that one day of voting yes or no. They're still part of Iraq. They're not going anywhere for at least 2 to 3 years. So he sees it the way Putin sees it the way we see it. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed at all in the Middle East. So there's no need to do any stuff like that, especially if it's going to be another 2 to 3 years before they even go independent. So so Putin has the Kurdistan back, and if Putin has the Kurds back, then or if Russia, because Putin can die at any time. So I mean, if Russia has the Kurdistan's back, then I think that bodes well for Kurds. Now, of course, in that speech, supposed Baghdadi, he did say that Kurdish and the Turkey troops would be going at it in combat. So this is not going to be over. And this guy right here really does not like none of these guys like the Kurds. So I wouldn't be surprised if that did happen, if Turkish troops did go in combat with the Peshmerga forces. Now, that would be an interesting. Now, of course, Turkey is a whole country, right? It's huge, right? It's way bigger than it's a country, right? Way bigger than the Kherson region, right? So, Kurds is a region, you know what I mean? Now, of course, if you add Kirkuk and some other, disputed areas, you can make a bigger area. You can make Kherson region a lot bigger than what it is, right? So, but overall, Turkey has way more troops than Peshmergas, so it would be It would definitely be interesting though, because Peshmergas are elite forces. So it would be definitely interesting to see how that play out. But I wouldn't. I don't want that. I don't even want to see that play out. Right? We want peace everywhere, right? So we don't want that see that play out. We want them to keep their oil supplies, their pipeline, their air, the land, the sea, and just stick to normal street. And we want to see the economic reforms from Iraq. um, okay, so let's keep it moving. Abadi declares mourning in Iraq for 3 days after Taliban's death. Yeah, we know about that. I think the Kurds are doing a week of mourning, and Baghdad's doing 3 days. Uh, let's see. Kuwait talks with Iraq's to import gas instead of remaining compensation. Yeah, we did talk about that yesterday. They're going to be, and Abadi did say that they're going to be giving them gas, the gas, part of the gas revenues for the compensation, and then I guess some of the other areas will be to rebuild, will be rebuilding. Popular crowd did liberate Hawiji in full today, and right on the day I said it was going to happen, I said by Wednesday. Yeah, there's no way we're going past Wednesday, and that's why earlier today I was scratching my head like, okay, what's going on? Why isn't Hawaji completed? Because we had it done by Wednesday, and then we finally saw the news because Daniel brought it out first, and everybody else came out. So Wednesday came, and Hawaji is completed. So good. So by Wednesday, we said within 72 hours, it would be completed. Somebody's calling me. Who is this calling me? Oh no, I'm not picking that up. Um, okay, so that's good. So we got it right. By Wednesday, it would be completed, and by Wednesday, Hawaji is completed. Now, how long are they going to take? To start, to really fully launch an attack on Rawa and Qaim. I don't know. They did say Qaim would be the last one. This was a long time ago, like late last year. They said Qaim would be last, right? So let's see if they go into Rawa next, fully, launch an attack in Rawa, and then go to Qaim, and that would be the Qaim would be the last spot they go to. So let's see if they go to Rawa, then Qaim, or if they trick us and go to Qaim, then Rawa. So let's see how it plays out. Donald Trump. A lot of people aren't happy with Donald Trump and what he did when they saw the video of him sitting there with his wife and others in Puerto Rico. I guess with the Puerto Rican governor or whoever he was. I don't know who the guy was. And also when Donald Trump, the things that he was saying out of his mouth. Somebody else is calling me. All these people calling me while I'm recording. Okay, that's something. I don't know who that person is. Okay. Anyways, so a lot of people were kind of upset at Donald Trump with the things that he was saying out of his mouth, and also when he was throwing, I guess the toilet papers or paper towels or whatever he was throwing into the audience. I don't know. You know what I mean? You guys, and some people didn't have a problem with it. So it all depends on how do you interpret things. Look, this is who the man. I mean, the man. This is who he is, man. At some point, a lot of people are gonna be like, okay, this is just who he is. He says what he wants to say, and he does things that make other people scratch their heads. That's just who he is. And I mean, you just deal with it and keep it moving, right? As long as you know that he really, he doesn't have. I don't know. It all depends on how you guys think, man, because everybody has their own opinion on Donald Trump and what's going on here. And a lot of people are saying that the Puerto Rican government is trying to make Donald Trump look bad as well, because the ladies sitting there is telling that they need help, and then the memes come out and say, well, why don't you just turn around and look at your help, right? So, and it was kind of head scratching that they had all that material behind her, and she's saying that they don't have anything. So, and then she has a clean shirt on and everything like. So I'm gonna stay out of it, guys and girls, and you guys make your own determination. But yeah, people were going off on Donald Trump yesterday because he was throwing the toilet paper and some other things over the crowd and stuff like that, and he was saying some things that they didn't like, and other people said we didn't have a problem with it, and other people got on the lady, the mayor or whoever she is, or to Puerto Rico, and saying just turn around and open the stuff that's behind you. So I just like, okay. I hope there's not another storm that comes through that area. I hope there's nothing the rest of this year that comes through Puerto Rico. Oh, can you imagine another Cat 4 or 5 coming through the Caribbean? Oh my gosh, that would be ridiculous, right? That would be way too much pain. So anyways, let's keep it moving. Internet service are secured in all regions of the country in case of any emergency. Okay, so they're saying that the Ministry of Communications says that the General Company for Communications and Infrastructure and the General Company for the Service of International Information Network has secured internet service in all regions of the country of Iraq through interconnections between Iraq and neighboring countries. Good. So now we know that that Iraqis have internet throughout the whole entire country. So this is good news. Okay. So now they can, if they have the mobile phones, they can get Wi-Fi, 4G or 5G, whatever comes out next. They can use the internet. If they have laptops and stuff and get internet access, they can get all that. So that'll be able to help them to create jobs, banking, and all types of different stuff. So that's good news. Um, Oil ministry denies withdrawal of Shell from Iraq. Yeah, I keep hearing this over and over again about Shell withdrawing from Iraq. I'm not sure why they keep a lot of people keep posting these articles about Shell withdrawing from Iraq every year. We've heard it every year, the same thing every year. Okay, and it says he denies Wednesday that Shell Global withdraw from the from the oil and gas field of southern Iraq. Okay. Says here, it says focus on develop. It says Basra oil companies and focus it work on the development of the gas sector in Iraq. The matter that has not been resolved so far by Shell is still doing its work in the field. Okay, and did not withdraw. Okay, so Shell has not withdrawn. So Shell holds a 45% stake in the I don't know how to say that, Magnoon. Okay, oil field. Okay, so all right, and it has a contract till 2030. So yeah, so the last 3 years we've been hearing Shell's withdrawing from Iraq, and every year somebody has to come out and say that's a nonsense. They're here till 2013. Okay, I think they did take like some of their portions and they sold some of their stake of their, so that's why they're down to 45% now. I think that's what happened. I think they sold some of their stake, and of course, people ran with it saying they sold everything, of course, for clickbait reasons. Anyways, let's continue here. Federal court denies cancellation of deductions of 3.8% of salaries. Federal court denies cancellation of deductions of 3.8% of salaries. Okay. It says 3.8 of salaries contained in the law and the general budget of the current year. Okay. And they said that the federal court denied issuing a resolution containing the cancellation of the 3.8% deduction. Okay. Unconstitutional. I wonder when they're going to get that 2018 budget up and open it. I don't know. Don't know, guys and girls. Well, it's 2018 budget, so really you're not gonna really, you don't want to open it, and you don't want to open it now, but they're gonna pass it, and then what they should do is make sure it's passed, make sure it's ready to go, make sure everything is dotted and crossed, and all the T's are crossed, and everything is good to go, and then 1118 you open that sucker to the world. Because if you pass another budget and don't open it, what is the point? No one, everybody will stop reviewing the budget because the budget won't mean nothing then. So I want them to get ready to open this budget on 1118, right? The 2018 budget. All right. So, okay. So I think that is it. I think we've done anything. It says education, adoption of the survival rate of the schools of excellence in colleges of Baghdad. Okay, we don't care about that. White House, Talabani was a national figure and real partner. What else here? Popular crowd announces the liberation. Yeah. Okay, so I think we covered everything. Let's look at some cryptos and let's get out of here. Looks like we're about to go green for the day here. You can see we were at 2% something. Now we're at 130. So looks like in a couple of hours, I think we're going to be good to go here to start turning green here. Ethereum, once again, can't stay over 300 for some reason, but at some point, it's going to stay over 300 and it's going to double from 300 to 600 to end the year. Ripple's going higher here as they got some good news out of the, I guess you can call it good news, I guess, out of the data sets of the Cliff High's crypto reports, saying that it's going to be volatile. It's going to go up high, down low, up high, down low. It's going to be volatile. So you're going to be able to traders are going to be able to make money on Ripple going forward. It's going to come out of that stale mode and start being volatile, going up and down. So it can go from 20 cents to 50 cents and come down back to 20. Maybe go to 15 cents, then back to 30. It's going to be moving up and down. And I think it's going to be because of news and all types of stuff that's going to be coming out. Litecoin's just sitting there at 50. This is the one that every paycheck you get every week. I mean, if you want to become a millionaire, this is the one you just every paycheck you just put it in a Ripple. I mean, I put it in the Litecoin, just every check. You know what I mean? And just build that base. Until God's ready to move it. Dash looking good. Dash is gonna be over 1,000 next year easily. So you guys, if you're not in Dash, that's a good one. Every time it drops, like it went to 280. What did I tell you? I said pick some up at 280, and look, it's back to 312. So not sure how long it's ever gonna be at three. It's gonna probably go to 200 one more time, but at some point it's not gonna longer be in 200. It's gonna continue to just go up and up and up. Omisa go another one where you just every paycheck you just throw money in it and just wait it out. Wait for the big news to come. Wait for everything. You guys already know. I told you guys my dream about Omiso Go. I saw the chart. I saw it said Omiso Go OMG on there, and it just went straight up. I saw a chart coming down, almost like I don't know if it was like this, but I just saw something. I saw a chart, and then I saw it coming down because Omiso Go's been down for a while now. And then it just some type of news came out or something happened because it just went straight up and then came like that and went straight up again. So and I guess I got to confirm because people are like, hey man, where do I get some? So yeah, so we'll just wait on that one. Zcash is gonna be awesome as well. Arc is at 259. Usually when it hits this price, it goes back to 300. Make you guys some quick money there. Let me see if I can find something else. Salt is something to look at. Salt's coming back down. I told you guys if it comes down to about $3 again, 350, that would be a great buy for Salt. Salt should do really well next year. I can't believe some of these prices, right? Vitasium back at around $69. See here, Digibyte sitting there at 0.013. Dogecoin's going to try to survive next year. Next year, Dogecoin's all about survival, because it could easily go back to zero next year, by next summer. So it's going to be in survival mode. Let's see here, Verge coin. I think Verge was winning that debate about who can the poll I did about who's going on. Who can go on Coinbase? I put 4 new coins on there. I think Verge was winning, but the problem with Verge is it has 13 billion coins. Coinbase is not going to accept that. So you know what I mean? They probably want coins that are 100 million or less. But Verge has a huge community, as we know, because they beat out Digibyte for to go on hit BTC. So that's pretty cool. Okay, where's Cloak at? Let's look at Cloak, because I believe Cloak's going to do very well next year as a privacy coin. That's going to help. 662. Okay. And OK Cash. Let's see what OK Cash is doing. 26 cents. Okay. I think that is it. I think we covered everything, and so let's get out of here. So congratulations to the Iraqi forces on liberating Hawija. And let's see if we go into Rawa next, and how long is it going to take? You know what I mean? Is it going to take another month to just get into Rawa when we're already in Rawa doing things in there right now? Okay, so let's see how quick our body gets us into Rawa, because at the pace we're going right now, we could complete Rawa and Qaim in the month of October. Actually, we could have them both done, at the pace we're at right now, by the 15th or the 20th, right? If we move, right? Because those are only areas that are left, and there's a million troops, just sitting around doing nothing. We could send 100,000 in that area and just wipe it out in 48 hours. But of course, that's not the game plan. They don't want to do that. So, at least publicly, they don't want to do that. Privately, I believe it's all done. You know what I mean? Just like I believe the banking reforms and all the economic stuff is all completed. Everything's done. It's just that when are we going to announce it public? And they don't know. And, I don't know. We were still waiting. So anyways, it is what it is. I'll talk to you guys later. Like, subscribe, and share. And yeah, I'll be watching that development coming off of Africa. And we'll be watching the development right there in the Gulf. to make sure you guys are out of there on time, like we did for Puerto Rico, or make sure you guys are able to all get together and pray about it. Because look at the power of prayer. Because look at Maria. Look what happened to Maria in American Eastern Coast. It did. I mean, I don't even. It barely even touched the Eastern Coast, right? It barely touched North Carolina. It didn't do nothing. Jose couldn't even come in. People were praying, and Jose stayed out of America and out of New York, out of D.C. and New Jersey, and then Maria couldn't even come in as well. It just barely touched North Carolina. So that's the power of prayer. The power of prayer can change the winds, change the jet streams in favor of us, and push the hurricanes out. So that's why early notice of these things give us time to either evacuate or also to pray against it as well. So that's it. Talk to you guys later. I'll be looking at those. I got some more coded things to look at. There's so much stuff going on. There's so much coding to do. There's so much stuff. Chicago flooding. You have the Vatican, a global announcement coming. You have all these things that are going to be taking place in America, out abroad, that are coming, and they need to be coded. So got a lot of work to do, guys and girls, and it's gonna be one heck of an October. Peace out. God bless. Eyes open. Bye.